My name is Tiki Torch, and today I'm going to be playing Dicey Dungeons. One of my favorite games, and where you have multiple characters that you can play as. Today I am playing as the robot. All of these characters are uniquely different, but the robot is different because everyone in the game rolls dice to use their attacks. It's a roguelike where you get different attacks based on where you are and what run you're doing. It's awesome, but he's different because everyone else basically rolls and hopes. I roll and hope, but on a blackjack scale. So there's a little more risk involved because if I go over that number in the corner, I bust and can't do anything. So the target strategy with the robot is to use a little bit before, so that way maybe you can get the jackpot pot like here. Now, I'm doing alright here. I'm not doing super great, honestly. I wish I had nudge there. That would have been awesome. But, still. He's pretty good. I like him. And he starts with the pea shooter and the other one, which is plasma blaster. He starts with plasma blaster and pea shooter. I got nudge, which is a pretty good thing to start with because that allows me to lower my dice value by 1. Now, let me say this, that doesn't allow me to lower my CPU or blackjack value by 1, just the actual value on the dice, which allows me to use it more often in my whole shtick. Every time you level up, you receive CPU and HP. Both of these things are made so that way you can get them whenever you level up, and you level up every full round, every full floor. You probably level up once. Now, I've been hit enough that I can now show you auto roll. Auto roll is one of my favorite things that I've ever seen in any game. It allows me to basically roll for the jackpot anytime I want. Amazing, right? You can only do it after you've been hit a certain number of times, and it allows you to roll a blackjack or a jackpot, which is awesome. It allows me to draw a 21 in my hand. It allows me to draw ace and 10 in my hand. But you can only do it so many times. You saw it there. That was a auto roll jackpot where it gives me 3 options that I can choose from. Actually, I'll go over that more later whenever I actually see another one. But it's always moving forward. This guy's special, the enemies, is weakness, which makes my moves worse. As you can tell, normally my moves are a little bit better than they're showing on the right, but it makes my pea shooter do 1 less damage and my plasma blaster do less damage as well, and it causes nudge to be... As you can see, I won this game with the jackpot. Now, let me explain the jackpot a little bit before it disappears. This is what happens when you get a jackpot. You get a yellow little screen that gives you 3 options that you can do. You can roll more, lucky shot, or do regenerate 3 health. Generally, I will either do lucky shot or 1 more roll because they just deal more damage, and dealing more damage means I kill faster, which means I have less chances to mess up. But I'll talk more about that later whenever I get through the decision part, and that I just wanted to show you this lucky shot and jackpot screen better. Winning that and a couple more allow me to level up. Again, every time you level up, you get a CPU, but also you can get cards. These allow you to do more damage and more attacks, stuff like that. You get them from chests, leveling up, everything. Next is the shop. Here we have the shop. You can buy things with gold to get more abilities, which allow you to deal more damage, that sort of thing. I just said it. Next is this fight. This fight's kind of interesting because he has a move that we haven't seen yet. He has something called shock. Shock is very cool. I'll show it to you whenever it comes up, but I'm making decisions See, I decided to use everything first so that way I don't have a chance to lose it from using the target. But I actually got a jackpot, which just happened to be the lucky thing that I could get. I tried to run one more roll so I could get a 6 in the ultimate weapon, which would have dealt so much more damage than just doing lucky shot and the 3. But I didn't get it, so it's okay. We move on. I got shocked. Shock makes 2 of them need a dice to release, which means I straight up can't use them until I get rid of the little thing in front. It's pretty dangerous and it's not something you really want to see in a run, but I just figured that you want to see it because it's kind of cool, like the rest of this game. With this win, I go through that trapdoor and into the next level I start. Every level starts with new enemies, new things you have to fight, and new levels of enemies. Now, let me talk about the actual map. It's very cool. Those apples heal health. The little anvil upgrades. The chests give you cards, and the shops can sell you things for abilities. The decision making in this is that, do I grab one now so that way I can kill the keymaster? Do I grab one later so maybe I don't have to deal with it now? Who knows? I chose to take the apples now because of the fact that I had 14 health, and going into the keymaster with 14 may not be a smart decision because it's a higher level than me and I didn't want to die. Now I'm going to talk about this next fight. The sorceress. She's pretty cool, but that's not the reason I chose her, because she's pretty cool, but who cares? I dealt 5 damage there and took the arm. Easy stuff, right? Easy stuff. Now, I end my turn here because there's nothing else I can do other than hope that I calculate a 1, which I did, and I got a jackpot. That's awesome. Now, let's talk about her. She is the first person we've seen so far who uses ice. Ice is pretty cool in the fact that it always makes you roll a 1. Rolling a 1 for the robot isn't that bad because it just means that now I have a better chance of doing better, getting more abilities to roll, being able to roll more, which is not good for the enemy. I mean, obviously, you don't want me to roll any more than I should, but who cares about them? We're not the robot. Now, after this, the cauldron is pretty cool because it gives you a dice back, but it's really annoying whenever you're fighting against it. Anyway, I win here by grabbing that 4, throwing it in... No, I don't. I win this time by grabbing a 5 instead and nudging it, which gives me exactly the amount that I need to kill it, which I could have just put in the Ultima weapon, but I didn't think about it at the time, I'm sure. Now, Keymaster. He's probably my favorite person in the whole game because of one thing whenever I show it to you. I dealt 6 that turn and then 8. I use the auto roll so that way I could just be able to have it, and whenever I'm taking damage I can actually get the auto roll since I'm at full health. There's no reason not to. This is the reason I think this guy's cool. He needs a lock to open up each of his things, and then it gives him his dice back so he can use it. He only gets 1 dice, which is nice. But every time he uses it, he gets a new dice back and can just only do it once. It's cool. I like his ability. It's pretty cool. This fight goes on a lot longer than it probably should. I should have just put the 1 in, but that's, no risk, no reward sort of thing. Now, you don't have to put them where you think they would go. You can just throw them anywhere. But the locks require that number. Anyway, I wish we could play as the enemies. That would be awesome. Now, the even I kill this turn because I just deal too much damage not to. I don't know why I did it that way. I think I just didn't notice that I was on kill, but it's okay. Next, I go to the next shop, whatever, I buy a juggling ball, I think, here, and fixed payout, I believe. which is pretty good. You know, Juggling Ball is pretty great. I like that card a lot. We'll talk about that later whenever I'm further in the video. Right now, we are going to talk about the anvil, I think, maybe. Here's the equipment. You actually only have 6 slots that you can put things in, so you have to kind of put together your equipment and things so that way you have the best amount of equipment and the best things that you can have in your equipment. It's basically backpack hero sort of thing where you just hope for the best while you're going. It's pretty awesome. Now, let's talk about the anvil. You upgrade your items here. Your items all get a necessary thing and make them almost always better. I chose fixed payout, which allows me to use additional stuff, which is awesome for if you're trying to get jackpots, which is what I generally go for. Next, the haunted jar. He's poison. We haven't seen poison yet. At least I don't think so. Wow, that was a really good roll for anyone other than the robot. I was really hoping not to roll a 1 there, but that's okay. So now I just do probably Lucky Shot or one more roll. Probably one more roll if I had to guess, but I think Lucky Shot actually does more damage here. Oh, maybe not. Now I do all 3. That's what fixed payout does. It just allows me to use more of my jackpot things. And then I got an awful roll. So, you know, that's on me. Now, poison is pretty cool, I think, anyway. It does 3 damage, as you would think, on your turn instead of on theirs, but it can stack. It doesn't stop on the first turn. It only leaves by 1 every turn, which means you can stack it very fast. It's pretty cool. I like the poison mechanic in this game. Anyway, next we'll talk about this fight, the Aurora fight, and also, unfortunately, the last fight of the first run of this video. I nudge and use Plasma Blaster, which does pretty good damage, and I get to do my jackpot because of Auto Roller, get a fixed payout, which I didn't know wouldn't do anything. I should have just put it in Chocolate Cookie. That's okay. This person's pretty cool too, because she gets a certain weather pattern that she can do, and then pay 5 to swap everything. I think it's a super cool ability. She locked my dice. Locking my dice is annoying. Locking my dice means I can't use those dice ever again, and for the robot, that is awful. The robot only gets a fixed amount, and after I'm done with those 2, what am I gonna do? I can only roll so many more times or lose everything, which is awesome. Here I lost mostly because I think I could have won if I got lucky here and got a jackpot, maybe. I don't actually know if I could have. I may have. No, I did get a jackpot and I still lost. So I hope I put the 3 in the Ultima Weapon, is what I should do. And then Lucky Shot. I should Lucky Shot, put the 3 in the Ultima Weapon, or maybe one more roll. No. Lucky Shot, put it in the Ultima Weapon, which, I mean, really sucks because that means I lose unless if she just rolls really badly. So there was nothing I could have really done here. I don't know why I did that. I was hoping, I think I was hoping for a 6. Yeah, that was actually smart. I should have done that, but I was hoping for a 6. Now, she gets a good, really, really good roll. That's a really great roll for anyone. I would have loved to have that roll at any time for anyone other than the robot. And then I lost. And then we played again, and I chose the robot again because I like the robot. Now, I skipped the first level this time because it's not very much fun. I skipped to when I have everything so I can talk about my choices. This run already has better things than my other one does because I have Cheat Code, Plasma Blaster, Mechanical Arm, Juggling Ball, and Ultima Weapon in the second level, which is way better than last time when I barely had any of that at the end. I get a jackpot, which is really lucky. I didn't roll, I just rolled it, which is nice. Which isn't a decision making of mine, you know, can't really talk about it. The enemy then gets to do blinding, which is cool for the robot because the robot is hard with blind. The robot doesn't get anything from blind. I think I just keep rolling here, which is what I should do. I should not roll here. I should actually use one of them probably, so that way I don't lose everything. And then I should keep going with what I got. So that way I can hopefully, yeah, get a 3 or something better, you know. Good decision making. Now, they blind me probably, is what I'd say. Yeah, I get blinded. This is what blind does. It means that I don't get to see what I rolled. I have no idea what that first one is, but I win anyway. So that was good decision making. Next is a fight against the vacuum, which this guy's pretty cool. This guy, I rolled I think I just used auto roll. Fine. So I used Plasma Blaster and just got the most damage I could possibly get, which is with Lucky Shot here instead of with one more roll. Actually, with one more roll, I could get Juggling Ball and Mechanical Arm, which I think is what I was thinking here. So I can get one more roll. I did get Juggling Ball, but I did not get Mechanical Arm, which really sucks. The vacuum has blind and blood suck, which allows it to grab my health, which is not cool. Not cool. Next, I roll more, try to get more blind. Jackpot doesn't really work. This fight went pretty fast. Mostly because I did a lot of damage that first turn with the auto roll. This allows me to get auto roll again. I'm not going to use it this time probably because that's a waste. Oh, I did use it. I don't know why I did that. That was not very smart. Okay. Good enough, I guess. Next, I fight the bully named Billy. I don't know if that's his name, but I'm just gonna call him that. This fight just went very fast, so I thought it would be fun to show you. Not really good decision making here, just playing to get the most damage, calculate, get another jackpot. That's always a good thing. Here I would, probably put the 3 in there and then Lucky Shot. Yeah. Which is what I do. It just does the most damage the most often. If I grabbed a 6 from the one more roll, or a 10 from the one more roll, or a 5 from the one more roll, sorry, 6 or 5, then I would have gotten more damage in with the one that I chose, but I just went for the consistently better roll. Anyway, now I have auto roll for the next spot, but I'm not going to talk about that fight. Actually, I'm going to talk about Wicker Man, because this fight I do very poorly. Which most of the time is not on me. I shouldn't have done that at the beginning. That's not very smart. But it's okay, you know? Oh, that was bad. That was bad. Which isn't really on me. I couldn't have guessed that. I should have gone for the consistently better roll, but it's okay. You know, I take some damage here, and then auto roll. I probably should have just auto rolled here. I don't know why I didn't. But I get to do that, which gives me another bad roll. This is a bad roll day. I really didn't roll very well today, or during this session specifically. But what am I supposed to do with these 1s and the 5, 4, 2 4s? I was just gonna hope for the jackpot and move on. Now it's his turn. He's going to get another 6 damage on me and heal that time because he rolled a 6. It really sucks. Because I can't do that. I can't heal at all, unless if I level up. Now I use Plasma Blaster and Juggling Shot here just for the best bet at me getting that. This is the best possible thing I could have gotten here. I shouldn't do one more roll. I should do Lucky Shot. One more roll could be the same amount, but that's why I didn't roll it. Venus Flytrap, I just take 3, and now I take 9 and 2 burn. Burn makes me take 2 if I want to use that dice. So I just decided to calculate again, and I busted. This has been unlucky. The main reason I took so much health here is because I just got unlucky, and sometimes that just happens in this game. You can make the best decision Now, some of these decisions haven't been the best decision. I should just put it in ultimate weapon. I should just put it in ultimate weapon. Why? That was awful. That was awful. I didn't have to do that, but it's okay. Moving on, we're going to talk about this fight, the Jester. I think this is cool. What's going on with your dice? He has a full conversation with us. If you want to read it, you can. But he's pretty cool. I like his fight because every turn, as you saw at the top, he actually swaps equipment, which is what they call the cards or whatever you want to call them. I call them cards, they call them equipment in the game, which means they are equipment, but you know, whatever, same thing. I love this fight mostly because of the fact that first he shocks. That's crazy. He shocks me for 3 times, but he doesn't because you have to roll 6 for that card. And then I auto roll because that makes sense. I'm gonna be able to jackpot. Why did I not auto roll? Oh, because I was so close. Because I'm so close to the end here, I don't jackpot immediately, so that way maybe I can do it on the next person. And then I just use the 5 on the ultimate weapon and that there, and it's the end of that roll. I love this fight. I love him talking. His personality is great in this game. Again, you should definitely try it out. Next, the dire wolf fight. There's nothing I can do here to prepare more. I have 14 health going in and an auto roll. I use auto roll immediately so that way I can have ultimate weapon. I get 12 damage off of the ultimate weapon. I hope. Yeah. 12 damage off of the ultimate weapon and then 5 damage off of plasma blaster. And then 1 probably goes into mechanical arm, I'd hope. Oh, well, that works too. And then I lucky shot, and I get a bunch of damage. That's a bunch of damage. That is a whole lot of damage. That's almost 30 damage. Now, he ends up poisoning me and dealing 4 damage to me. I have to hope for the best here. I really do not do well. I should put 4 in the juggling ball probably. Try to put that 3 in the plasma blaster, I would say. Put 2 in the mechanical arm. Oh, 1 in the mechanical arm. That works too. No, 2. Yeah, that's fine. And then hope for a good card after the 2. Because the 2 goes in ultimate weapon, and I just gotta hope for a good roll. And sometimes this is just the thing that happens. Maybe if I had made better decision making on my way in, maybe I could have won this. But instead, I rolled bad. Couldn't have done much better. And then he beats me because I take 5 damage and poison kills me for 3. This game is awesome. I always think people should play these games that I play, but this one is definitely one of them. I love this game, and thank you for watching it this far. It means a lot to me. If you like it, please like and subscribe. Bye.